Today, we are going to be talking and showing you a formation and custom tactics setup that the professional FIFA players don't want you to know. The reason for this is it is pretty broken in how it transitions into defense and into attack, almost taking two formations and putting them into one together. It is used a lot on FIFA 22 right now, and it's the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, but defensively it is going to work as a flat 4-4-2. This means you can be defensively sound, but you can be very quick on that counter attack, looking for through balls, sending your men forward, having width via the fullbacks. There is a lot of things that makes this formation so good. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Just a reminder, if you pick up any of your sneak, use code FIFA Analyst at checkout. Raspberry lemonade is one of my favorite flavors at the minute. And for anyone that is just wanting the custom tactics and instructions and do not care about anything else that I have to say, go to the timestamp here and you can go and see those tactics. So first of all, we are going to go and talk about the team setup. What do you need in this formation to make this work? In goal, you need a goalkeeper that you prefer. We spoke about this in our last custom tactics video. Use whoever you deem fit. I use Petr Cech at the minute and he just kind of does the job. Fullbacks are very crucial in this setup. We need to make sure that we have fullbacks that are very good going forward. You don't want a fullback that can't pass, can't dribble, hasn't got pace or can't shoot. If they're a defensive beast, that's great. However, we do want them to get forward. If they have high attacking work rates, medium defensive or high work rates, that is absolutely perfect. Your people like Arnold, Hakimi, Theo Hernandez, Cuadrado, whoever it may be, you will want to use them. Someone that can go forward and offer a lot in the attacking sense and get back. If they've got high stamina, that is ideal because they are going to be up and down those wings a lot in this formation. The two centre backs is really something that's down to you. You can run a traditional centre back and then maybe a fullback at centre back with a lot of pace, but ideally you want one that is quick and one that is very good physicality. You don't want to run two clunky centre backs together, and that's probably the same for all formations on FIFA 22 right now. Ideally, one that's quick, one that's strong, and that will work an absolute beautiful partnership. The centre defensive mid is very crucial, and it's always the case, right? The centre defensive mid is going to be the one and only player that will make sure they're there to break up the counter attack all the time. You're looking for a traditional player, maybe with medium attacking work rates, high defensive work rates. If they are high, that's okay, but we want to try and avoid high medium. We'll look at the instructions shortly on how we can use that to manipulate the work rates, but I use Petit here in this role. A Vieira, a Kante, someone similar like that will be absolutely fine for you. Just your traditional stay back while attacking, get the tackles in, cover the passing lanes, protect the defense, that anchor in front of the two centre backs. That is what we want in this role. Now, the left centre mid and right centre mid, you're looking for one player that can be very good long range shots, like a Kevin De Bruyne, who can pass, who's got some skill moves, a good weak foot, just a little bit of a threat from deep, who may even want to go and make some late runs into the box. I actually used Coutinho in this role because he kind of does everything that I need him to do there. The other centre mid is going to be someone that's maybe not as good going forward, maybe can't offer as much on that long range shot. However, is a brute force in the middle. I use Gozens here, and he was just perfect for that kind of box-to-box, get tackles in, make a pass, got strength, got pace. Someone like Savic could do the job for you, whoever you have got in your team. Just someone that is strong, quick, tackle, pass, very well-rounded, and can really offer a lot for us. The centre attacking mid, you want to make sure that they can obviously attack, have pace, skill moves, weak foot, shoot, do absolutely everything. This is one of the most vital parts to the formation, and stamina is crucial as well. We'll go into that shortly on why you need high stamina, but just try and pick a center attacking mid who has got that high stamina to allow them to fulfill their role well. The two strikers are completely down to you on how you want to have them set up. I know a lot of people like more agile, quicker play strikers. Myself, I tend to run one striker that's fairly quick and can offer quite a lot. Another striker that's maybe a little bit more physical, who you can look to cross the ball into. In this particular team and setup, I used Pandev and Simeone, which I wouldn't really recommend together. But if you can get like a Rashford, an Mbappe, Neymar maybe even up front, really depends on who you want. Gabriel Jesus can work really well as well. Ibrahimovic, whatever it is that you've got, just someone that's quick and look to get in behind. We definitely don't want to run a slow striker here, though. I'm talking we need 87, 88 pace minimum. Because of the counter-attacking style that we are going to have, they are going to look to get in behind and get past those centre-backs to get those clear one-on-ones. Just a quick one, guys. If you are enjoying this video, please do leave a like. Can we go ahead and smash 250 likes on this video? That'd be greatly appreciated. So we've spoke about how to have your team set up. Let's talk about how to defend in this tactics and formations. We'll talk about the instructions shortly, but essentially you are defending in a 4-4-2 flat in this formation, which means that you can have your centre defensive mid there to break up obviously any play that may come. So again, I use Petit on there, and you're actually going to notice that the centre attacking mid drops in to the left mid role, and then your right centre mid will drop in almost to the right mid role, and your left centre mid will drop in next to your centre defensive mid to create 2 DMs. It's just going to give you 2 banks of 4, which means that you can then defend very balanced, very neutral. You will get caught out on the counter because the fullbacks do get forward and get involved in the attack. So you need to make sure that you're right stick switching, that you're defending those through balls, having those quick centre backs, or applying pressure with that centre mid to be aggressive, close down the angles and don't allow them to get forward. Because you will get countered on it, you need to be very, very precise with the right stick switching, covering those through balls as quick as you can, and really trying to wait for your team to get back. When the opponent attacks in a slower manner, you will have your numbers behind the ball so you can get simple blocks in inside the 18-yard box and defend with ease. Attacking in this formation is one of the easiest things to do, actually, because it's the full 1-2-1-2 narrow, right? You're going to have your width from your fullback, so make sure you use them. Get the ball out to the wing, look for some crosses if that's something that suits you. Play through the middle, use our centre attacking mid to look for those link-up plays with the strikers, look for 1-2s, and look for through balls in behind. It's a very through ball heavy, quick counter-attacking based formation. Make sure you use that to your advantage. One of your centre mids can be sent on a run as well to offer that overload through the middle if that's something that suits you, to really give you an extra option. Just be mindful, you will get caught out on the counter doing this, but it will give you so many options and confuse your opponents and make it very difficult for them to obviously get the ball out the back of the net. Now, for the custom tactics and the instructions, we obviously are running the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, so the defensive style we're going to have balanced. I don't particularly want to run press on heavy touch or press on possession loss here, purely because you're going to get caught out on the counter anyway. The last thing that I want to do is try and make team shape even more all over the place. So I personally run balance. I know some of the pros do run press on heavy touch or press on possession loss to be aggressive, but I think for you guys, depending on your level, balance will be better for a lot of people. If you do want to use this as more as an attacking formation, feel free to put it on press on possession loss to just go ahead and really suffocate the opponent in and make it difficult for them to play out from the back. We do go for 45 width in defense. That's just my personal preference on what I like in the defense. Just keeps things a little bit more narrow, shows the wing ever so slightly, but without showing them down towards the byline. Now, this is the highest depth that we have ran on a formation, with the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow being at 75 depth. This is going to give you a very high line in defense and make it so difficult for the opponent to play in between the centre mids and the centre backs. This does leave you open in behind. Opponents will have to look for through balls, as I said. So you need to make sure that you are accurate on your switching and covering those through balls as best as you possibly can. When it comes to the offensive style of things, I did originally try balanced in our build-up play, and that is more neutral and allows you to play a more slower game when you want to. The counter-attack is still available, but it will give you a little bit more of a balanced sort of attack, right? I eventually went with fast build-up. You are going to see players out of position here, and if you lose a ball in the transition in the middle of the park, you are going to be in big trouble. The opponent has an easy route to your goal. You have to be very careful with this. But the bonus to it is that it gives you so many options when you are getting into that final third, getting your team forward. Your team will want to go and get into that opponent's box to go ahead and create some chances. The direct passing works really well as well, giving you plenty of options with that centre attacking mid and with that striker. Two strikers linking up, moving forward, overloading through the middle, and even using the fullbacks. We do go for 47 width because it is still a very narrow formation for us. And we do go for 6 players in box because we want the centre attacking mid getting in. We don't mind that one centre mid getting in to that box as well, the reasoning behind that. If you are wanting one-to-one direct coaching on FIFA 22 to take your game to the next level, come on over to the Analyst Academy. A link is in the description for that, where we have loads of different tiers and loads of different options to suit you. Now, the strikers player instructions is very, very important here. We go for getting behind and stay forward on our one striker. This would be your quickest player that you have, your quickest striker up front. Your Mbappe's, your Rashford, your Jesus, whoever it is for you, that quick attacking striker that you want playing on that last man 24/7. Now, the other striker, you're going to be a little bit more happy to let them come back. You're going to have comeback on defense here. And this is going to tell this striker to drop in a little bit deeper when we don't have the ball and offer another pressing option, another defensive option, making it difficult for the opponents to break through. The centre attacking mid, this is essentially why this formation becomes so good, is you don't have them on any instruction. There is a glitch in the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, where if you don't change the centre attacking mid to stay forward and you leave them unbalanced, it moves them into the left mid position, which is why we have them on stay forward most of the times. However, now using this, it creates that 4-4-2 in defence, and that is what makes this formation so good defensively. The 4-1-2-1-2 narrow is so good attackingly, and people love it for that. But I've always worried about the defensive capabilities of it. But this fixes that issue and gives us another option. For the right centre mid, which was Coutinho for me, I do have him on balanced and cover centre. This means that he can get forward. We want that more attacking-minded player to kind of do his own. I know some other people have used this on stay back while attacking and being a little bit more defensive with this. But for me, myself, I wanted Coutinho getting forward. The left centre mid, like more box to box, just stay back a little bit, is Gozens. We have him on stay back while attacking cover centre. So he is there to help my Petit break up the counter attack. The centre defensive mid, Petit, cut passing lane, stay back while attacking, and cover centre. Now, do not get this mixed up. We need to make sure that the fullbacks get involved. So we have them on balanced and overlap. Let the work rates play a part in them getting forward. If they're high attacking work rates, that's even better because they will go forward and offer something. And then we have nothing else on our centre-backs or our goalkeepers. So that is the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, the custom tactics and instructions that we are running. This kind of came to light back end of November, start of December, I believe, from Colin Fisher, one of the players for LDN, who used this really well in the Champions League and the FUT Champs as well. And it's something that has worked so good across the pro scene. So you guys can go and implement it into your game should you wish to. Let me know exactly what you think of it down below in the comment section. And what would you change? What do you think this formation and these custom tactics need to be better? How would you change it? Please do let me know. As always, thank you all very much for watching. It is greatly appreciated. Leave a like and subscribe to the video if you subscribe to the channel, if you are new. And I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.